You know, I've got no idea what was happening at NetherRealm Studios yesterday. So I was just on Facebook, minding my own business, and I see someone share a link, Kombat Pack 2 announced, if I can get my words out. Now, if you've been on Facebook and you've been around the sort of PlayStation community that have Mortal Kombat fans in them, you've seen the speculations about Kombat Pack 2. You've seen Rain, you've seen Sindel and Baraka, and that's those sorts of characters, seemingly confirmed from all sorts of different sources. I think every single news site has confirmed at least one speculation theory. Now, one of the ones that's always intrigued me is Xenomorph, and we'll get to that in a minute, but I decided to click on it anyway because, it could have been the real deal. So I clicked on it anyway to have a look, and it was a link to a YouTube video that was then made private. So then I thought, that's kind of a bit weird. This kind of link has kind of shown up and now it's offline. So I kind of thought maybe the developers had uploaded a video and then forgot to set it to private, but then sort of changed it, but the video had already leaked, and it turns out that's kind of what happened. I mean, I haven't got a confirmation or anything like that the video was accidentally uploaded publicly when they meant to make it private, but the video was uploaded, people found it, then it was made private. So I'm thinking, and by the way, it's all been officially confirmed today, that that video was actually legit. It was actually something that NetherRealm Studios had uploaded and then taken offline. So my theory is that they've uploaded it before they had a chance to announce it formally. People found it and they just thought, fuck it, people already know now, we might as well make an official announcement about it. And I gotta applaud them for that, because that's the responsible, mature attitude to take when leaks happen. Leaks happen, it happens, sometimes people make mistakes, such as with this, and if you just sit there and say, right, people know now anyway, instead of going after everyone who tries to upload this, let's just announce this now and just act like there was no mistake made. And then, for all I know, there could have been no mistake made. It just looks like there probably has been. So just get that over and done with. That was a weird situation that happened yesterday, but it turns out that the video that was posted definitely was legit. It was actually from NetherRealm Studios, and I got to see the official trailer today. And yeah, the combatants in Kombat Pack 2 have officially been announced. They are Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You've got a robot that's kind of Sector and Cyrax. It looks like Sector and Cyrax as a palette swap. Because let's face it, people wanted both those characters. They're basically carbon copies of each other, but with different skins. So why not make a new character who, according to seemingly from the trailer, he's assimilated Cyrax and Sector. So he's basically, it seems like he's got their abilities, but he's a new character because they're officially dead in the story. So I've got no problems with that. You've basically got Cyrax and Sector in one character now, and probably some new stuff as well with this new character. Because at the end of the trailer, he kind of turns into Cyrax, then turns into Sector, then turns into himself. So it seems like we've got one new character and Sector and Cyrax in one character. So I'm okay with that. They're not taking up 3 spots on the roster, so that's fine with me. We've got Bo Cho, who I'm with the majority of people here. I don't give a shit about Bo Cho. And the one that I was looking forward to the most, the Xenomorph, Alien himself. Fuck yeah, Alien in Mortal Kombat X. And that my desire to play as the Alien is much deeper than just wanting to see Alien versus Predator. The Xenomorph is officially my favourite horror villain, and Alien is my actual favourite horror movie. So yeah, I mean, I'm always going to get excited whenever Xenomorph is in anything, really. Whenever Xenomorph is actually in a product I like. So there's something a bit different about the Xenomorph in this game as well, something I actually quite like, but I'll get to that in a minute as well. The trailer itself kind of takes scenes from the actual story mode and adds these characters in there, kind of like an alternative scenario. We see Quan Chi and Ermac walking through the woods, and they get attacked by Leatherface. Leatherface kind of shoves his chainsaw right up through Ermac's chest. This new robot kind of walks up to Sector's head and seemingly assimilates it, turns it into data, and it goes into his body. Bo Cho's drunk, as always, and Baraka's about to fight Devourer, as he does in the game, and then all of a sudden he starts choking, and little baby Alien comes out of his chest. We then see the lineup of all the characters, and Alien drops down from the roof. He lets out his scream, and then all of a sudden, Tarkatan blades come out from his hands. Now, if anyone's seen Alien 2, you know that the Xenomorph can take on the attributes of the person who is born out of. Alien babies are born out of a person, as you saw with John Hurt's character in the first film. And they take on that person's, not really their personality, but some of their unique traits. So with the fact that the Xenomorph that's in Mortal Kombat X is born from Baraka, he will have Tarkatan abilities. So they've kind of... Because the Xenomorph, I've always kind of thought, yeah, I'd love to see Xenomorph in the game, but how really would it work in a combat game? I've never really played any of the Alien vs Predator games or anything like that. I've never played a game where the Xenomorph is an actual fighter in a fighting game. So I've always kind of wondered that, but it seems like they've found a way around that, and they've kind of turned him into a half Xenomorph, half Tarkatan sort of, more Xenomorph than Tarkatan, but they're kind of Tarkatanizing him to make him, that's not even a word, but it'll do for this, to make him more usable in the game, to make it more realistic to use him. And I think that probably works a lot better than just having the Xenomorph, and it's a unique way of bringing him into the game. But the fact that there's cutscenes in this trailer, I wouldn't think too hard about that. I don't think they're going to extend the story to include these characters, although that would be epic. I don't think they're going to. So yeah, a lot of people are upset because they had all these other characters they wanted to play as, you know, Rain, Sindel, all these other characters, you know, Baraka, and yeah, okay, their models are in the game. It wouldn't be that hard to put them in there, but at the same time, that's what everyone was expecting, and I applaud Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studios for actually thinking outside the box and actually saying, yeah, okay, we'll put in two characters. I never saw any Leatherface speculation. It was always Spawn or the Xenomorph, who actually did end up in the game. I'm trying to think what the guest characters I saw speculate. I saw John Cena speculate at one point. That confused the hell out of me. I don't think we'll ever see John Cena in Mortal Kombat, but you never know. NetherRealm Studios and WWE are working closely together with that WWE Immortals game on the mobile, so I guess maybe, but I doubt it. If we ever get a Kombat Pack 3 and John Cena's in there, I will buy all of my subscribers a Coke. Please don't hold me to that. Because that actually isn't outside the realm of possibilities with the partnership with WWE and NetherRealm Studios, so don't hold me to that one. Yeah, but I don't really echo everyone's disappointment. I mean, I literally saw someone say, oh, we wanted this character and this character and this character. Listed about 20 characters that had missed out, and they were like, oh, but they couldn't give us all of them. Well, no, I mean, this is extra content. I mean, yeah, okay, we've got to pay for the extra content. I don't think Kombat Pack 2 is covered by Kombat Pack 1. So I don't think if you bought the last Kombat Pack, you'll get these characters for free. I think you got to pay again, which I'm fine with, to be honest, because I felt like I had my money's worth with the original Kombat Pack, and I'm fine doing it again, especially with, you know, the announced fighters. Leatherface, this new robot, which is basically Sector, Cyrax, and a new character in one, and especially the Xenomorph, are definitely going to be worth the money, and I will be doing another video series highlighting the DLC when that comes out as well. Coming 2016 is all it says, so we don't know exactly when, but I'll keep you updated on this channel, and I will do, you know, a video series highlighting the DLC when that comes out. But I mean, a lot of people are really disappointed that some of their favourite characters didn't make it. Don't forget, there could always be a Kombat Pack 3. There was, what, 5-6 years between Mortal Kombat 9 and 10? There wasn't really a lot of room for DLC back then, but these days the developers really are keeping their games updated with DLC, so I wouldn't put a Kombat Pack 3 past NetherRealm Studios, and they could be holding off Sindel, Baraka or whatever for a later date, but even if they never release them, who cares? It's extra content. It's not like they're forcing you to buy it. If you don't want it, don't buy it. It's as simple as that. You're literally moaning that they're giving us extra content, and it goes back to the argument I made in another video, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it actually was about. It was about something else. Game developers giving us... there we go, that was it. It was about the PlayStation 2 games on the PS4. People were complaining about that. But it's extra content. It's not like they're, you know, taking other stuff away from us. You know, I mean, okay, you could say, oh, well, they could have given us Baraka, Sindel, or whatever. Who cares? Who cares? The game is worth the money you pay. The DLC, if you like it, is also worth the money you pay. If you don't want it, don't buy the DLC. It's as simple as that. And yeah, okay, it might be disappointing that some of your favourite characters aren't in there. I personally am a big fan of Baraka, but at the same time, we are technically getting Baraka because it seems like the Xenomorph is going to have a lot of his abilities anyway. So technically, we are getting Baraka. Technically, we are getting Cyrax. Technically, we are getting Sector, but they're giving it an unexpected twist, basically, and I can't fault that personally. So personally, I will be buying Kombat Pack 2. I'm very excited for Kombat Pack 2, and I haven't touched Mortal Kombat in a few weeks. I probably will be playing it non-stop when Kombat Pack 2 comes out, especially with the Xenomorph coming out. So that's my thoughts on this DLC. I think it looks really, really amazing. Please drop a comment in the comment section below if you agree or disagree. I do want to hear your opinions. Like this video, share it on social media. Let's get a discussion going. Let me know what you think of Kombat Pack 2. Will you be getting it? Will you not be getting it? Please tell me why. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.